Right, how's everyone doing? Well, still waiting for the Atari 50th celebration to arrive on the Atari VCS, But if if you want to play a bunch of Atari Jaguar games on your Atari VCS, there's a site I always go to called Arcade Spot, and I'm gonna go to this right now. This site, you know, um, the games like Atari Cards and Towers 2 Flight of the Stargazer. These games are very expensive to buy in cartridge for the Jaguar, But if you want to play them, this site called Arcade Spot plays them. Now, it doesn't play the games very well, but it plays them, And you have to use the keyboard, So, for me, we can tolerate that, But I say some people probably drive them nuts, But there's tons of online emulators that play Atari Jaguar games, and this site, Arcade Spot, which I'll go to now, is the only one that I've found so far that will play Atari cards without crashing, and Towers 2 Flight of the Stargazer. Now, Towers 2 Flight of the Stargazer is a first-person shooter, a very rare and expensive first-person shooter for the Atari Jaguar. Now, this is the only site that I found so far that'll actually play this game. Now, it doesn't play it very well. The screen flickers on and off and stuff, but we can still play the game because I like the game, and I'm a gamer. I like a challenge, but this will definitely challenge you. It'll, the frame, it keeps flickering on and off the screen, and the music is all messed up, So here it is here, Arcade Spot, right? So with this site, it seems to have more Jaguar games, and they all seem to work, Now, like I said, in particular, if you want to play Atari cards without crashing, or if you want to play Towers 2 Flight of the Stargazer, this is the site to go to. Now, I say there probably is another site out there that I don't know of that plays Towers 2 better than on here, but I haven't found it yet, and I have to use the keyboard, but we can map out the keys how I want, so it's not that bad, right? So, first of all, I'm going to show you Towers 2 Flight of the Stargazer, right, which is this one here, right? Now, this is, like I said, very expensive and a very rare first-person shooter on the Atari Jaguar. And it plays more like an RPG than like Doom, if you know what I'm saying. It's much more like a first-person shooter RPG. Now, like I said, the screen flickers on and off, and it is annoying, but we can play the game. And I'd rather play it in this state than cough up something like 300 to 400 euro on eBay for a cartridge copy, But that's me, So, So, it starts off okay, but then it starts flickering on and off. See the way it flickers. That's the way it goes. But and the sound gets all fucked up, But we can play the game, So now, the best way to start up the game is to configure the keys to your liking, So it's easier to start the game, So, but it does work, believe me, you might be thinking that the game is totally busted. It's not, because everything is delayed, when you press a button and other things, but it does work, So here you can configure the keys any way you want, Up, down, left, right. It's a first-person shooter, so I'm going to leave those keys as they are, Up, let's go forward. Down is reverse. Turn left, turn right. Ignore the sticks, right, because there's no stick, So, B, A, and C, because that'd be what'll be on the Jaguar, B, A, and C, Now, the number pad isn't really used in this game, I don't think, because in the game you have an in-game backpack. So in this game, if you come across something, you pick it up yourself and you have to put it in your backpack. It's not like Doom where things get picked up automatically and stuff. You have to pick up the items yourself and put them in your backpack. And if you want to use the items, you have to go to your backpack and use it. So it's awkward at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's good. It's like I said, it's more like an RPG than Doom. But it's still a good game, and it's, like I said, it's very rare and it's very expensive to actually get this game on the Jaguar. So for B, right, I'm going to choose Z, right, and for A, I'm going to choose X, and for C, I'm going to choose C. You know what I mean? So they're the main. Also, you have to choose a key to start the game. So up the top here, just choose a different button other than return. So choose J, right, to start the game. Okay. So now and for C down V, right. So just go to update controls, right. Now, so it's telling you a bit of the story, like, So I'm gonna hit the J key to start the game. So it is awkward, but I can play the game, and look at it's. Would rather play it this way than pay €300 to €400 on eBay. But that's me, like, Now, there's 4 characters to choose from, so I'll just choose one of them, doesn't matter which one. And like I said, when you press a key, it'll be delayed as well, But there you go, the game did start, like, So, like I said, as annoying as it is, it's playable, Now, see the hand there, right? If you want to pick something up, you have to put your hand over it and press the button to pick it up, right? Now, you see a man's face over there, right? If you want to, okay, you see that square thing on the ground there, right? That's a backpack, right? So you have to go over there and pick it up. And then any future items that you come across, like keys or weapons or food, you have to eat food to stay alive in the game. So it's so you have to pick stuff up and put it in your backpack. And the backpack has something like 8 slots, so you have to choose your inventory wisely, right? So to get rid of that hand, right, because you can't move and pick something up at the same time, if you understand, So just keep in mind that see the way the hand's gone, right? And so you can't move and pick something up at the same time, and the X button is to attack, right? So, like I said, if you pick something up, you have to equip the item and put it in your own hand. It's awkward. It's not like, now see the way I'm approaching the thing, Now, like I said, we can deal with this, but I know there's people out there saying, "Nah, fuck this," but like I said, we've looked around, and this arcade spot is the only site that'll actually play this game. And like I said, on eBay it's really, really expensive, but we can live with it, So now, like I said, it's very awkward. It's not like, see, here's an enemy, right? Now, it's not like Doom or Quake or anything like that. Now, normally the bad guys, they don't come for you straight away, like, like this guy did. They killed him, Now, he's had to dropping a dagger, right? But before I could pick up the dagger, I had to pick up the backpack and then put the dagger in the backpack and then choose the dagger from my inventory and put it in my own hand. It's awkward and it takes a long time to get used to, But this is the only sort of RPG period on the Jaguar, But this is an RPG and a first-person shooter. So it's a lot slower paced than Doom or Alien vs Predator, but it's still awesome in my opinion, and we can play it on the VCS. So I'm gonna have to bring back my hand, right, or the inventory screen, right. So I'm gonna put the hand over the backpack, right. Press the button to pick it up, you know. So now I have it, right? It's in my hand, right? The backpack is in my hand, right? Now, you see those 4 slots underneath your man's head? You just put that in one of the squares, and it tells you what you have. I've got a backpack, you know, and I press the button again, and it's in. So I've got a backpack now, right? And I got about I got about 11 empty slots, right? Now, I know what you're thinking, John. How can you stand this? To me, I can play it. It took a long time to figure out, believe me, you know, because I thought it was like Doom or any other first-person shooter, but it's not, you know. So now that I have the backpack, I have to exit this screen, right? Now, the guy's knife that your man just dropped, I had to pick that up and put it in the backpack myself, like, you know. And so it's awkward. Now, but also keep in mind, like, if you press the key, there's gonna be like a delay, but it's not that bad. And over time I've gotten used to it, but you have to have a lot of patience for this game, you know. I know the knife is there somewhere because I didn't pick it up. Yeah, there it is there, right? So now I had to put the hand over the knife. I've got to bring the hand back. Put the hand over the knife, pick it up and put it in the backpack, you know. Now, if you want to eat food, right, because you do have to eat. We just got damaged from eating from. We got damaged by a man there, right? So I had to eat food, right? So if you pick up food, right, you have to pick it up, put it in the inventory, then select it, and then move it over your man's mouth so he eats it. And when he does, he gets some energy back. It's tedious and it's annoying, but that's the way it is. You know what I mean? Like, you know. So right now I have to put this in my backpack, right, and then I have to equip. This is a dagger, right? So you put the hand over the yoke and press the button. So I have it, right, and it's a short sword, right? That's what it's called. This weapon, right? So like I said, this game costs over €300 or more on eBay. So you can decide for yourself if this game is something worth it for you. You know. So now I'm gonna put it in the backpack. Okay, so it's in the backpack now, right? Well, no, it's not. See, so you have to. It's awkward, like I said, you know, and you have to have a lot of patience. I'm just after throwing it away by accident, right? So that's Play the Stargazer. It's annoying. It's hard to get used to, but like, patience is the key with this game. You have to have a lot of patience, and it's not like Doom at all, But this is the only way to actually play the game on the Atari VCS, you know. And the only other way to play it that we know of is if you buy a cartridge off eBay, which I said costs over €300. So you have to ask yourself, is this the sort of game that I want to put time into, you know? Because it's that sort of game. It takes a long time to do something. I mean, it takes even longer on the VCS because this is an emulated version of the game. I know I'm a gamer, we could pull up the stuff, but that's part of the challenge now. Like, this will really challenge your patience, this game, you know. So that's Play the Stargazer, Towers 2 Play the Stargazer, right? So I'm gonna go to Atari carts, which plays a lot better than this, you know. But look, at arcade spots, this is the only site, and believe me, I've looked around, that'll actually play Towers 2 Play the Stargazer and Atari carts, you know, without crashing, you know what I mean? without crashing. So I'm going to go to Atari cards now, right? Now Atari cards is on the Atari 50th anniversary collection. So while you're waiting, you can play it on this, you know. Now this one, like, it runs a lot better than Towers 2 Play the Stargazer. But you have to use the keyboard, and it doesn't crash. That's the one thing I noticed. Whereas on other online emulators, you can use the controller and then goes full screen, but sometimes they crash. But this one doesn't seem to do, you know. So just go full screen. Yeah, so like a lot better than Towers 2, and believe me, this game goes for quite a bit too on eBay, you know. So like I said, right. So I've chosen J as the accelerate button, right? The arrow keys are movements. Now this is like Mario Kart, not as good, but hey, it's good. It's pretty good. Bentley Bear. So really, accelerate is the only important button you need. You know what I mean? So I'm going to try this one-handed, right, which is going to be awkward, right? Now you can get power-ups, but really, accelerate is the only button you need. You know. Yeah, so just Atari cards, you know, on the VCS. And it's hard doing this one-handed, you know, but you get the idea, like, it's a lot better than Towers 2 anyway, you know, so, but anyway, you can map out the controls to whatever way you want, but I choose J because it's closest to the arrow keys, so we can do it one-handed as you can see here. So, yeah, so like I said, both of these games are very expensive on eBay, and this is a lot better than Towers 2, as you can see. It doesn't take up the whole screen, but it's playable. The music is a bit messed up though, you know. And Bentley Bear, he was in Crystal Castles, so, you know, not bad, like, you know. Like I said, a very expensive game on the Atari Jaguar, but you can get it on the Atari 50th Anniversary Collection, or you can play it on the VCS on Arcade Spot, which is the name of the site, you know. Like I said, there are other online emulators that play Atari cards at full screen and with the controller, but sometimes they crash, but this one doesn't seem to crash. So, you know, pretty awesome in my opinion. Like I said, this costs a lot of money. So just to think about it, if you were thinking about getting a Jaguar off eBay and this game and Towers 2, you're talking over €1,000 easy. You know what I mean? And you have to hope that they're in good condition. You know, so that's my opinion. You know, but like Towers 2, like I said, it takes a lot of patience, and you have to go into it thinking this is not like Doom. It's not. It's the opposite of Doom. Like everything you do in the game, you have to do it. You know what I mean? If you want to pick up a weapon, you have to pick it up. If you want to use it, you have to equip it, and you have to eat food to stay alive. So it's too realistic in my opinion, Towers 2, but it's a challenging game. It is good for what it is. The only first-person RPG sort of game on the Jaguar, but because of that, everyone wants it. You know what I mean? It's insane, like, you know. But it's very rare, very hard to find, and if you are going to find one, it's going to be expensive. You know, so like this is why the entire VCS is great value. You can try out these games before deciding to drop a shit ton of money on it, and then you find out, hey, I didn't really like it in the first place. You know what I mean? I'll just save myself nearly what €900 or dollars or you know, whatever currency you use. But yeah, I mean, so in my opinion, with Atari cards, all you need is the accelerate button, you know, which is J in my keyboard, and the arrow keys for movement, and that's pretty much all you need. The AI is not as hard you know, but you do have to concentrate, you know. But it's awesome in my opinion, and the VCS is awesome. I mean, as good as this game is, it's not worth over €300. It's not even worth 60 in my opinion. It's only worth at the most I'd pay for this in the shop is €20, even though it's a good game and all. So that's a quick video there. Like Arcade Spot is the name of the site, like, you know. If you want to play Atari carts on your VCS without crashing, and if you want to play Towers 2 Play the Stargazer, you know, now there are other online emulators that run these that run Atari carts anyway. I haven't found any other online emulator that actually run Towers 2 Play the Stargazer for whatever reason. It must be that hard to emulate or something. I don't know, but I hope everyone you know appreciates the Atari VCS. That it's a great way to try out all these games before deciding to drop money on eBay for them, you know. But like Atari carts, it is included in the Atari 50th Anniversary Collection, so that's probably the best way to play it. But I'm still waiting for it to arrive on the VCS store, the Atari 50th Anniversary Collection. But Towers 2 Play the Stargazer would pass on that unless you have a lot of patience. You love RPG style games. It's not like Doom whatsoever, you know. And as you see in the VCS, it flickers a lot. But not only the sound flickers, but if you press a key, it takes a second or two for it to register. So it will wreck your head, you know. So they're my opinions. Anyway, so so the Atari VCS is awesome, and if I chose to upgrade my Atari VCS, would Towers 2 run better? Probably not, you know, because it's obviously an issue with emulating the game itself. It's that hard, or the person emulating it just didn't care, you know, whatever, you know. Because when it comes to PlayStation and NES, it's nearly flawless on the VCS, so there's a lot more emulators out there than for Atari Jaguar. That's just the way it is. But anyway, like, I hope everyone has a good day. So remember, the name of this site is called Arcade Spot. So just go to your VCS, your Atari VCS, go to Chrome. It doesn't have to be upgraded. Just go to Chrome, type in Atari Jaguar games online, or type in Arcade Spot online, and there you go, like, you know. Now that's if you want to play Atari carts without crashing and Towers 2 Play the Stargazer, you know. A game that will never finish, because you saw how long it took me just to kill a guy and try to equip an item, so it's awkward. It's not like Doom. It's just but it's challenging, and that's why I like playing it for some reason, you know. Now if I was younger, I wouldn't have given Towers 2 the time of day, you know. But I've got more patience now that I'm older. So anyway, they're my opinions. I hope everyone has a good day. Take care, bye bye.